Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli, and thank you for joining my channel. If you're new, please subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to all my supporters, and you can find me and follow me on Twitter when I post my videos even before they come on YouTube. And also, if you're in the market to buy a new Tesla, please use my referral code and you can win some supercharging kilometers, miles, depends. And today I'm going to share with you a very interesting and very looks to me untrue a Washington Post article about 17 fatalities in 736 crashes, and they're all, according to the paper, associated with the autopilot. Now, I'm not arguing the 736 crashes and the 17 fatalities. If these are true accidents that happen and these are the result, I'm not arguing with it. And if autopilot was engaged during these fatalities, during these crashes, I will not contest that. If the authorities like NHTSA and whoever is investigating this accident, I will not even contest that. But what I am contesting is the immediate association between autopilot or full self-drive and these fatalities. This is not a new subject, and what the Washington Post is talking about is that there's an increased amount of crashes and fatalities, 11 in the last couple months, in the last year or so, associated with Tesla cars and autopilot. Now, I have to say, a lot of people can buy this story. I drive Tesla cars since 2018, okay? More than 200,000 kilometers of driving. I had 4 Teslas, Model 3, Model Y, 18 and 20, and then now I have a 2021 Model 3 and Model Y. I traded them both. And one of the things that they talk about is the absence of the radar. Okay, now again, you can tell that to somebody else, not me, because I drove in a Tesla Model 3 that had autopilot and enhanced autopilot with the radar, and the amount of, for example, phantom braking was dramatic. I have barely seen any kind of incidents of phantom braking since the radar was taken. Now, I'm not going to go into engineering of anything. I'm just telling you what I know. Now, because I also drive FSD beta, and the latest software update was not good, and I made some critical remarks on the downgrade of the software update, if it makes sense, in the last version. But be that as it may, whether you drive an autopilot, enhanced autopilot, FSD, it is beta, which means one thing and one thing only: the driver is in charge. You are in charge. Then the article goes into all kinds of incidences of a 17-year-old boy who was hit, wasn't killed, thank God, was hit by a Tesla car, who was engaged in autopilot, did not stop when his school bus was flashing the lights and the arm of the stop sign was came out. All I'm saying is this: there is no way that a driver will drive Tesla, see that his car is not stopping for any obstacle, whether it's a school bus or anything else, and he's not or she's not taking over the car. Now, I did see and did follow and did read reports of many accidents like this when the driver was drunk, a 70-year-old who took his father's car and manipulated the speed limit and drove 200 miles an hour, and all kinds of things that I didn't see. If you drive a Tesla car engaged with autopilot, enhanced autopilot, full or FSD, you are in charge. You have to take over if something happens. It happens to me all the time. Now, I cannot tell you how amazing, how pleasure, how relaxing, how safe driving with autopilot and full self-drive, but especially autopilot on the highway. So when I read that the report said that it slammed into a parked car, why do you let your Tesla slam into a parked car? Do you put autopilot and just go to sleep? It doesn't make any sense. Again, I'm not disputing the crash numbers or the fatalities numbers. It's probably true. And I'm not even disputing the actual description of each accident: slammed into a parked car or went through a stopped bus which was dropping off kids. I'm not disputing that. Maybe it happened. But where is the driver, for God's sake? if you are driving Teslas and you engage in autopilot, you know what happened after 20 seconds if you don't put your hands on the wheel. It starts to give you that notice, and then flashes, and then all kinds of bells and whistles for you to take over. And if you don't, it will disengage from autopilot and give you a penalty for the rest of the ride. That happens all the time, okay, to drivers. All right, so you need to, it's not that you need to know, Tesla car tells you that. So anytime I see a report of a Tesla car crashed in their fatalities, and immediately I see autopilot, I say, okay, where's the driver? What was he doing? What was the driving doing? Okay, that is and many of the investigation, I read a lot about it, it ended up with, the guy was just, sleeping, drunk, driving with no license, and all kinds of things. All right, so if you're not comfortable driving Tesla car with autopilot and you have a Tesla car, please don't. Just drive regularly. You don't have to use autopilot. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.